Hey everybody, it's Roxanne from Champion of My Heart, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the graduation that we went through with our current generation of dogs from using toenail clippers, which they tolerated but really did not like because I would occasionally make a mistake and cut their nails too short, and then moving to like a nail grinder. I do not know why he is licking me. Sorry. But so here's how that all sort of developed in my life. At a garage sale many years ago, my husband found this. You've probably seen it on TV. You know, sort of a dog nail grinder thing, very, you know, sort of rudimentary. And so he bought it, and you know, I've done earlier videos showing toenail grinding with this. The problem with it, 60 move please, is that you go through a crap ton of little sand disc heads like this. You go through a ton of those, and you go through a ridiculous amount of battery. So, you know, like big batteries. It's ridiculous how much power this requires. So anyway, so that's how we started, and the dogs tolerated it very well. I guess the batteries in it are dead here, but you know, there's another video that we've done in the past. You can hear how loud it was. It wasn't terribly, you know, noisy, but so that's where we started. And then I graduated to this one, and I'm not even sure, it's not even branded. I don't know. I bought it online. 60. Just a minute, Glenn. You'll see it has a little, you know, metal grinder head and a protective, you know, like so that you don't get their hair caught up in it and all that. It has like a little guide kind of thing. And this worked fine, although they died very quickly. So I think this is maybe the third one I bought kind of like this. And again, I have no idea the brand on it. But you can hear, you know, that's how loud, hopefully you can hear that, how loud that one was. And then the folks from Lucky Tail, the box is really very pretty. 60, get out of the way, bud. The box is very, I mean, it's really lovely. They did a nice job with packaging. You know, so it comes in this nice box, and they sent me, I'm not sure how many you get in an actual order. I'll have to look that up. But I have extra grinder heads here, and there's a little cloth for cleaning the grinder after you use it and all that. And it charges with just a USB. So, you know, there's a little USB that plugs in here, and then, you know, you plug it into the wall of your computer. So that's what we're currently using. Sorry, it's kind of messy over here. I guess I should have planned that better. But you can see it has, hold on. It has 2 speeds. It's a little dusty. I guess I didn't clean it very well last time. So it has 2 speeds. That's the lower one, and that's the higher one. You know, pretty quiet and all that. And it's got, you know, sort of a nice ergonomic shape to it compared to the other one that was just straight. And it has little lights. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little lights on either side. So if you're you know, doing it and it's hard to kind of see what you're doing, there are little lights that help out. So that's sort of the how we graduated from one to another. We do have an affiliate relationship with Lucky Tail. So if you use our link and buy it, we get a little bit of money that supports the website and the channel and everything. So thank you for that. But I wanted to show you also different strategies for how I do my dog's nails, because they each have you know, different personalities and different tolerances for the nail grinders. So I want to start by showing you with Sticks here, if he will cooperate. I'm going to grab, because I'm an old lady now and I can't see up close without my reading glasses. So let me grab my reading glasses here. And Sticks and I, Stixie, can you lay down please? Are you sitting on me? Can we do your nails? Can you lay down, bud? Lay down, bud. You want your bed? Here. Okay, are you gonna lay down there? Okay. All right, hold on, I'm gonna move over here. Let me slide him. Oh, you're heavy, bud. Hold on. Oh, you're heavy. You're a big boy. So this is how Sticks prefers to have his nails done. And the challenge with him, he has these gigantic platypus feet. He has really big, meaty feet and incredibly thick nails that are very, very hard and grow pretty quickly. So I typically do their nails once a week with the grinder. So it's actually, today's Wednesday. So I did I do them Sunday? I think maybe I did them Sunday. But let me just show you just real quick with Sticks. So this is Sticks' style. He prefers to lay in a bed while I do this. So I'm just doing this really quickly, since I really did just do them the other day. You'll notice that the grinder has a protective cap on it as well, and there's a side that you can use for dogs with smaller nails, or you can grind on the top for bigger nails like what Sticks has here. It's just faster for me than trying to line it up on that little side thing. So he's a little more sensitive about this rear leg right here. That's his bad leg, for those of you who know his backstory with all of the fractures that he had when he was first rescued. So he gets a little wigglier when I do that nail. I know him. Good boy, good boy. Okay, all done with that one. So as you can see, he doesn't really mind. I've done this with him since he was a little guy. And he just sort of lays here. Now, I get the feeling that he's just tolerating me, you know, but he's laying here, which is nice. I don't have to, you know, wrestle him like I would if I was using the clippers or anything. I wish I could get them shorter, but honestly, I would have to grind them probably like every other day for a while if I wanted to get them a lot shorter. So they seem long when I'm holding him here, but they're not, when he stands up, they don't look as bad as they seem right here when I'm holding them. Almost done. You'll notice that I kind of rock the grinder back and forth and up and down to try to get, you know, sort of a smoother, more even grind on it. So that's, you can see, I don't know if you can see how much I ground off there, but there was a little bit of dust. So that's Sticks, right? How easy is that? He's such a good boy. But again, I started doing this with him when he first came to us as our first ever foster puppy in early 2019. And he had been through a lot, you know, medically with all of his injuries and everything. So I think that taught him to be, I don't know, tolerant, patient, put up with this kind of stuff. So that's a good boy. That's a very good boy. Thanks, buddy. Come on. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of him because he gets very excited when I do clovers. And I don't want him in here for that. Come here, bud. Come on. There you go. All right. Now I put him out of the my office here. Sorry, you can see my feet and my hands. Because he. All right. Now I put him out of the my office here. Sorry, you can see my feet and my hands. Because he still might bark a bunch while I do Clover's. He gets very excited when I am grooming Clover, like when I'm brushing her or brushing her teeth or whatever. He always has to be like right in the mix. He's very ornery like that. So, so for those who don't know, this is Clover. She's my eldest. And this is Clover's preferred position, okay? She likes to be, you know, with me behind her, which is fine, right? Oh, come here, sweetie. So what I do, you know, I make sure to keep her tail out of the way. What's nice about Clover's toes is they don't grow very fast, her toenails, they don't grow very fast, and they're not particularly hard. So it's pretty quick for me to do her nails, probably the fastest of the three. Hold on. And again, I just did these a couple days ago, so I'm just doing a tiny bit so that I don't have to quit or anything. So that's how we get the back ones. Now often, can I do your front? Often when I do her front ones, she will lay down, see? So she prefers this position for the front. And now you will notice that she's a little not as quite as tolerant with this foot as she is with the other ones. And that's because this toe right here that I'm doing, hold on, sweetie, is the one that she had the injury in. Oh, you're fine. And the reason I retired her from agility. So she's a little more sensitive about that foot than the others, I think, just because she's got a little bit more, it's called periosthesis. It's like a chronic inflammation in that toe. So. Now, what's interesting about the girls, both Clover and Tori are more like wiggly about their dew claws here. You'll see she's wiggling a little bit more. So I saved those. You're fine. I saved those and do them last because the girls, and I'm sure it's a weird angle for them or something with the way, you know, that weird little toe, little thumb toe that they have. So that's Clover, right? Easy. Now I'm gonna run and get Tori. She is the least enthusiastic of this process. So I'm gonna run and get her. I'll be right back. And you can see the difference in me doing Tori's nails compared to the other two who appreciate it or tolerate it a lot more than she does. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so here's Tori, and as you can tell, she is not as pleased with me. I always do her last. The challenge with Tori's nails is, like Clover's, they're not particularly hard, the way Styx's are, or thick, but they do grow a lot. So week to week, you know, I take off quite a bit off of her nails, which takes a little bit longer, and because she is less enthusiastic about the process, it also takes a little bit longer. So I will show you sort of her process, and I might not do all of her nails because I don't want to, you know, stress her out just to make a video here, but can we do your toes? So first, she needs a hug. Isn't that funny? So first she says, no, we can't start yet. We need to have a hug. So we have a little bit of a hug. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. Can you lay down? So then she lays down, And what I do to be extra careful, because when she gets nervous, she wags, and I don't want to risk getting her big fluffy tail caught in the grinder, is I actually kind of pin it under my leg here so that I don't catch it, you know, it doesn't get caught up. And so you'll see, you know, I go for that toe and she's already like, oh, I'm nervous, I don't want to do this. You're fine, baby. You're fine. Can you lay down? Lay down. Good girl. No, stay. So I do her rear nails first. So see, she gets up a lot and she gets mad. Did you see how she's wrinkling her nose and pretending to bite the grinder here. So you'll see. So right, she's not enjoying this much at all. So I will tip her over like that, and again tuck her tail, you know, and just quick. Honestly, she gets better the more we do. So look, I'm just going to do these real fast. Good girl. You know, so you just have to be patient. Some dogs are just not, you know, as excited about the noise and the, you know, the feeling of the grinder on their toes. And again, I'm just doing these real fast because I did them recently. But you'll see once we start, then she does better. But now here we're going to switch to the front feet, and she needs another hug. So Tori, we get another hug, and we say Tori's a good girl. Tori's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a good girl. And then we do the fronts. You want to lay down again? Okay, baby. You're fine. You're fine. Tori. And again, once we get started, oh, see, she's trying to bite it again there. Okay, you're fine. Can you sit? Lay down. Lay down, please. You want me to do this foot? Okay. Now, Tori has a little bit of arthritis in her wrists. And so I think that's part of the reason. Can you lay down? No? I think that's part of the reason that she gets a little crabby about her front feet. But you'll notice again, so once we get started, she does better. Sort of. Good girl. Can you sit? Give me this foot. Or me that foot. Good girl. Good girl. Tori. Can you lay down? You want to do this foot? Okay. I'm sorry you're not really able to see this, but it's really more, not so much my technique as it is showing you the differences in different dogs. So Sticks likes to lay down. Clover does a variation of sitting and laying down. And Tori does this variation. Now I'm not going to do her dew claws right now because, again, she gets really crabby about that. But then, see, I turn it off. Who's a good girl? Who's my best girl? That's a good girl. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. That's my good girl. There you go. Watch the camera. Oh, that's a good girl. Nice, Chloe. Nice, good girl. Hold on, Tori, come over here. Come over there. So that's all I wanted to show you today is sort of the graduation from the different tools to the one that we're currently using now, which again, it's called Lucky Tail. And it's our current favorite nail grinder. So I can do all three of their nails on a single charge usually. unless, you know, I've forgotten to do it or it's been longer, and particularly with Styx's nails, it takes a while. And again, if Tori's nails have gotten long, you know, to do a full grind. Sometimes I do Styx and Tori, or Styx and Clover, and then I charge it and do either Tori later or the next day. But most of the time, if I'm being good and doing it weekly, which is our typical routine, I can do all three of their nails, all of their nails on a single charge. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon. Take care.